ready, we can get this thing started.
Well, it's your birthday, so what type of time we on? On your birthday, on a Tuesday. Your birthday couldn't be on a Saturday?
We cooking? Wow. Hey, look, you got to talk to my parents about this one. That's
Tuesday.
crazy.
Well, you got to talk to your parents about this.
Hey, they was getting down the way they was getting down, and all these years later, here we are.
2 years ago, your birthday was on a Saturday.
What's it today? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
We
That's
got
a
Monday,
Tuesday.
Sunday. Said about 3 years ago.
Leap year.
When's the last
All
time
right.
we had a leap year?
Recently, actually.
2016.
Nah, I can't even recall because that's on my mind.
Hey, you mind if I?
You mind if I praise God for a minute? Y'all ever seen
Yeah.
that video
What video?
where the dude come up to the car? He's like, "Hey, you mind if I praise God real quick?" And then he stepped back.
I didn't see.
I'll find the video for you. I'll find it.
You gonna have to pull it up at some point.
Yeah, because I didn't see it. I feel like I'm missing something. You want to pull it up now?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, remember, you're going to have to cut the music eventually, too.
Yeah, man. You know we'll
Yeah.
be forgetting.
Yeah.
He ain't do this in a while.
Because he started talking and then he forget about his other duties. Will on the boards.
That's because Will ain't used to talking. So
No, he been talking.
yeah, he been talking.
Ain't he
these
on the
past-
brown tonight, too? Oh, yeah.
What you drinking, Will?
Brown.
That Henny and Coke. I wish I could talk like Teddy Pendergrass sometimes.
Like all day
All day.
by yourself.
Brother Brown, huh?
About the brown.
So we here on a special Tuesday, the birthday bash.
Big Tuesday.
We got a guest audience.
We do. Hey y'all.
We got it.
We got Mario over there in the building. We see Tiance over there. We got Ari. We got Jag over there. Jag just went viral.
Huge accomplishment, by the way.
Yeah.
Big facts. Big facts.
Yeah, you know, like people usually go viral by accident.
That's true.
Like it's never like intentional.
So was hers intentional or was it an accident?
Nah, it was an accident. Like from what I understand from my conversation, she was just doing something for her siblings, and that shit just went crazy.
It just took off, huh?
Yeah, she ain't even know. I was talking to her earlier. I said, "Man, I heard you went viral." She said, "What the fuck is that?"
Sound about right. Well, you know, when you grow up where she grows up, you know, you don't have a lot of amenities. Kick rocks and throw cans. You know, it's not a lot to do in Illinois. Shout out to Jack, though.
Why you coming for Jack like she ain't in the building right now?
She right there.
Hey, Jack.
She would have said the same thing if she was on the mic.
Low key, it's a mic over there in case you want to talk shit.
She hate Illinois.
Nah, she get mad when people put the S at the end of it.
That's
Illinois. It's not
yeah.
Illinois.
It's not Illinois.
S is silent. So silent that you should just cut it off, Illinois, you know?
What?
Might as well. So it's a brand new week.
Who the fuck?
Opening chips.
Over there eating, opening chips, being loud.
She a wild boy over there. That's crazy.
So opening ceremonies. Which I want to get off your chest. I know y'all want to talk about the album, so let's go ahead and get the album out the way. Trash.
Who album?
You know which album.
You know what the album.
I don't know what
I
a lot
ain't
of.
ta-
The only album everyone's still talking about.
I'm not talking about Childish Gambino. We do need to be talking about
You're not
that
talking
kid,
about.
too.
You're not talking about Travis Scott.
No, I ain't even listen to Astro World.
So what we talking
He
about?
hasn't even listened to KOD yet.
Are we talking about?
You gotta let the KOD
We still
go.
talking about KOD?
Gotta let it go, Will.
We talking about Nicki?
Yes.
Of course.
Hey, how much did she do the 7 thing like Kanye, something like that?
Trash.
I heard like 2 songs off the album. I heard, of
Listen.
course, Barbie's Dream, and I also heard she had a track with Eminem.
But if
And
you-
how was it?
Hey, who the fuck?
Oh, y'all doing
Hey.
the sound effects. Okay.
Y'all doing the sound effects for the show or what? Hey, turn that shit down. That's you?
in post
I'm
production,
still need you to turn it down.
in post production, that's gonna be hell to edit. So
Yeah. We'll find a way in After Effects.
Put some headphones on the song.
Something.
but this album gave you 19 tracks. All I'm hearing is one great track.
Wait,
Was it 19?
it wasn't 19.
It was 19.
Bro, it was like 7, 8 tracks on it. Pull it
No,
up, Will. It was like 8 tracks on
No,
there.
it was not. That thing was lengthy.
Are we talking about Queen?
Yes.
Fuck no. It was like 8 tracks on there.
Nope. It was 19.
It was 19.
It was
What?
19. Yep.
What are you
Goodness
talking
gracious.
about? Yeah.
We know when there's
7.
19 tracks, they all trash.
Oh my God.
I can't say all.
1 or 2 songs are good, but the rest, Trash.
Yeah, you gotta have like out of 19, your ratio should be like probably like maybe like 10 songs, maybe the rest of the 9, but you can't have 2 to 19. That's a bad ratio to have.
Hey, look, I haven't heard the whole thing.
You don't need to.
Yeah. I don't think so. All hype.
Use that other hour and a half to go do something productive.
Why y'all coming for Nicki like this?
Her numbers weren't better than Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B, by the way.
Nobody's number is gonna be better than Cardi B. Bodak Yellow was out for like 2 years before the album dropped.
Drake.
It was one.
Drake was better.
Was it?
Yes. What? A billion streams in what? A weekend?
Bro, I got nothing.
Yeah, I know you. Just keep sipping that brown. It's your day. You know, you just sit back and go ahead and let me in.
Happy birthday once
Happy
again.
birthday. You know.
Big love.
Yay!
Big love.
Well, yeah.
What you got in that Bible hall? Like I'm off Nicki. I've been off Nicki since
I can't tell.
she did that twirl.
I mean, listen. She everywhere.
She is.
Oh yeah, Nicki been going off all day.
Hey, how y'all feel about the lineups though? Let's talk about that. So
Safari's lineup or
hey, Tiger too. Tiger shit was
He
pushed.
said his shit done fell out,
Listen.
and because God don't like ugly.
His shit was a little pushed. And coming from a person whose lineup said, you know what, D, we done had a nice run, but I'm gonna go ahead and go my way. I said, you know what, I understand.
Time to come on home.
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
time to go ahead and come on home.
Come on home.
So I'm not about to sit over here and get no lineup. I ain't about to go to the doctor. The doctor can't fix genetics.
Hey, bro, Sharif. I call him Sharif. Oh boy, Safari. He said, what the fuck he said? He said we didn't go to the same doctor. We went at the same time, though. What the fuck is he talking about right now?
Tiger had a better doctor, huh?
Hey, look, Tiger had something. Tiger ain't had nothing to do with this, and Nicki was spilling all the like
Listen.
it's everywhere. Where's Kermit the Frog when you need him?
Listen, the cup runneth over, and the tea was hot, hot.
Big hot,
stupid hot.
She was
spontaneous hot.
She been coming for everybody.
That shit came out of nowhere. It's definitely spontaneous.
Spontaneous hot.
Thought this was gonna be a Taco Tuesday. Next thing you know, Nicki Minaj is taking over.
Right. I mean, she made herself relevant though. Kind of, she got the Kanye West syndrome going on.
I was talking to Will earlier, and he was like, "Why she ain't do this before the album drop? How you gonna do this after the album drop?"
We already listened to it, and why?
Or we already didn't listen to it apparently.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, because you thought it had 7 tracks.
I thought she Kanye does.
What?
Sales weren't looking great.
Listen. Hey, shout out to Wiz, by the way. I'm still listening to that Rolling Papers.
Rolling
too.
Papers
Shout
too?
out to Rolling Papers too.
I still haven't heard it.
And the K2. Shout out to Dave.
I thought you was about to say KOD, but
Big
hey,
dog, big dog.
K2 is
Okay,
definitely.
I'm not listening to KOD.
Big
Will.
dog.
It's okay. You don't have
Will,
to.
You got to let it go.
Take your time. Take your time. When you're ready,
It's over.
ATM.
That's
Count
all
it
you
up.
listening
Count
to.
it up. Count it up. Count it. So the heat wave is starting to go ahead and
Die down a little bit.
die down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Look at God blessing us.
Shout out to everybody with no AC in San Diego. We
Shout-
feel you.
Shout out to Will.
You feel me?
Will been losing weight.
Too much. My neck is looking a little slim.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you, like, well, you on that go fast, huh?
Big sweat.
Big, slim fast.
Big sweat.
Not the go fast. So let's talk about what we always talk about. What we don't really want to talk about, we got to talk about it because it's always going on.
What?
I don't want to say racial oppression in America. I want to say racial oppression in America. So, I mean, that's what it is.
Hey, my brother, I think you just said the same thing twice.
I mean, basically, that's what we do.
So what happened this week?
I mean, what didn't happen? So I'm gonna start off with, we're gonna go Randy Moss. So Randy Moss got a lot of hate mail. You know, he got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Shout
a
out
couple
to
weeks
your
ago.
boy, man.
In a tie.
Yeah, he was representing.
Representing. But he understands his place in the world. He said, you know, I'm on this platform. It's not all about me. It's about everybody. So while I'm up here on this mic, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the people who, you know, got murdered in the streets for no good reason with me. And he received a lot of hate mail for it. A lot of hate mail. So I think one email said, you know, maybe black people should be, you know, better citizens.
No, it didn't.
Listen.
Ain't no way.
You lying.
Ain't no. Where's the quote?
Let me go to the Rolodex.
Find the quote.
Ain't
Find the
no
car
way.
facts.
Hey, but you got a lot of people that listen. They still
I'm not
having
shocked,
they
though.
still having meetings in Charleston. Meetings of the Towel people. You know what I mean by Towel people.
It's not even far away from his hometown.
Not
Charleston's not far from West Virginia.
Not well. Nah. It's not. So shout out to T.Y. on this one because he sent it to me.
T.Y.
Where is it at? Let me see. Nope, too far. Okay. No. Yeah. No, that ain't it. Bear with me.
Take your time.
I mean, I'm trying to, but I can't.
Yeah, you really are taking your time, though.
I can't find it.
What else been going on?
Oh, here it is.
Okay,
so my man's hit Randy Moss with the if black people weren't such shitty people, then the rest of the world wouldn't hate on the black community.
That's crazy.
So why don't you and the rest of the NFL players change the black community and teach them to be more respectful, well-mannered, don't dress and act like a thug, commit all these retarded, stupid crimes? Pause. And maybe, just maybe, the rest of the world wouldn't look at black people like savages. Example. Michael Brown has security footage of him being an ignorant piece of shit.
Damn.
Pause.
Sounds like a troll.
Then all his friends and family says he's a gentle giant when he's clearly not.
Damn.
So I told you.
I bet you them niggas ain't have shit to say about Sandra Bland.
Nada.
Probably not.
Yeah, what's up?
I mean, listen. You got people that really feel like this, though. And they brought us over here to do they bidding. So
hey, high key shit like that just pissed me off.
Right.
Like, for real. It just.
I mean, it's out there. I mean, this is 2018. This is the world we live in.
This is America.
Trump's in office, and look who's really coming out, showing their true colors now.
And you can't run from it.
Can't be shocked. Yeah, you can't. You can't run from it.
You can't run from it.
It's out there in the open.
But I respect Randy Moss for what he did because he didn't have to do what he did. Kind of like I respect Cap for what he did.
And Cap's still doing what he's, trying to do.
So with them getting rid of Colin Kaepernick on Madden 19,
his name,
the verse, I think they got rid of his name. And I don't know how real it was. It was on IG. They had Colin Kaepernick running, but it was censored. So you just seen a censored tag just running around the.
No, you didn't. What type of shit is this?
Look. I got 2 words just for that. Strategic marketing. Hey. It was right before the game came out.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know, they censored his name out of the song, but it was Big Bang, right?
Right.
That was the song.
I think Big Sean and YG said something about it. And
they censored Colin Kaepernick's name out. And out of everything in that song, that was what they censored.
Right.
But you got to realize this was a week before the game came out. So
is it really strategic marketing, though, Will?
It gave Madden 19 buzz, man. Like, people were talking about the game a week before it came out.
Right.
Look, Kanye West did the same thing, right?
Right.
He was saying some off-the-wall type stuff.
Outlandish.
Right before Yeezus dropped. Was it Yeezus?
No.
It
the
was
one he just dropped, right? Yay.
Man, we don't care no more.
Yeah, that is a big fact for real.
Big fact.
Yeezus was better than Yay, though.
Yeah. So, Kanye did the same thing. EA Sports had bought off that, and they did the same thing. And, of course, they just, fixed it right before the game came out.
But Madden 19 was going to do numbers anyway.
They're always going to do numbers, but they know that the NFL is going through a lot right now with the concussions, with the protests, all that's going on. You really think that EA Sports is not going to do something outlandish to kind of get their numbers going?
Yeah, so...
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Of course. It's your birthday.
Look at it. There's 3 of us over here, right? We got the crew in the building.
Shout out to the crew.
Shout out.
Anybody over here been playing Madden?
Nah, I don't play Madden. Will let me speak on Will's behalf as his lawyer. So
okay.
Will went to his nephew's crib, Will's brother's house, and his brother has a nephew, son, which is Will's nephew, said he got up in Will something bad. 42-0 off rip.
42-0. I was like, man, this is why I don't play Madden.
I thought you was gonna throw him a lifeline of some sort, and you just
break down the facts why he shouldn't play Madden. No, I thought I was gonna go over there and whoop some ass. Okay.
Will got drugged.
I got drugged.
For what? 12 quarters?
For nothing.
12 quarters. You got drugged.
Is that a whole 3 games?
Yes.
A whole 3 games. I left. I went and Ubered after that. I was so sad. I didn't even go home. I went and Ubered. I had to get that off my chest. Okay.
Just ride with the windows down and the music off.
Nah. He keep his windows up these days.
Oh yeah, because the AC is working.
At night though.
At night too.
At night.
I keep the AC on at all
The
times.
AC works at night as well.
You might as well sleep in your car. It's better than that damn.
Yeah, it's way better than the apartment right now.
Why, Jesus?
That's wild.
No heat in the apartment. But what's his name? It was a challenge out there for the Mat 19, saying they should boycott it. They should take the money that you would spend on Mat 19 and put it somewhere else.
Yep.
Charlemagne started that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it Charlemagne? Or
Yeah,
somebody else?
it was so it's like Colin Kaepernick, whatever. I forgot the name of his foundation or whatever he got going on over there.
Right. So I'm like, but a lot of people are not gonna do it though, because you know we too selfish.
I almost did it, and I don't even play games. I live life, baby.
Shout out to Spoon. It's her birthday, so she can do and say whatever right now.
You saying I'm talking bullshit?
Nah.
He think she's talking bullshit. Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
I never said that.
Let me see what my boy got over here. Let me see what he got over
He
here.
about to load the gun.
I'm just gonna load it real quick.
Okay.
Just in case.
Told
You
you.
ready? You
Told
ready,
you.
Hall? What's up?
Nothing.
He said nothing.
I don't have
Nothing.
anything. I don't have anything. But
My apologies. Go ahead.
if they would have took that money and put it somewhere necessary, as far as back in the community, and not spend all the money on Mat 19, maybe that'll show them like, okay, now they are getting the message. Because I mean, we still not getting the message at all. So now I was listening to Stephen A. Smith.
Hey, hold on real quick. Who produced Madden? Is that EA Sports?
Yes.
Okay.
So Stephen A. Smith said instead of protesting the flag, well, not the flag, but protesting during games, why don't you walk on D.C.? All the players get together, march on D.C. That takes too much effort, though. It's easy just to take a knee. But to really have people, like, march on Washington? Yeah, come on now. That's not happening. They can't even negotiate better contracts for themselves. Their livelihood. Yeah. Like, come on, that's your livelihood, yo.
Big facts.
Yeah, you are the
Stupid
majority.
facts.
And then they got the whole guarantee shit going on that you was telling me about.
Yeah, that guarantee stuff is trash. You get a $100 million contract, you're lucky to get $30 million guaranteed, depending on who you are.
30.
That's trash as fuck.
That's trash, right?
So what happens to the rest of that money? Just goes into the cloud, huh?
Owners.
So this is the world we live in, though, man. We too caught up in ourselves to really get out our ways, and this is what happens. I don't like Madden 19. I don't like Madden anyway. So
It's
I
Madden
could care
in general.
less. Yeah.
Why put money towards that game when you know that they just as shady as the NFL?
You're right, because when you censor Colin Kaepernick, you showed your true colors.
You did show your true colors, and it was intentional. You knew it because they are very strategic about how they handle their marketing. Commercials, you don't see video game commercials as much these days.
You don't need to,
You don't need to.
because
But you got to still get some kind of marketing out before the game comes out.
It's the same every year, so we know.
But
It is the same every year. So
Yeah.
what can they do to kind of get them trending before the release date?
Hey, let's take out Colin Kaepernick names out of all these songs.
They know that there's protests in the NFL right now.
That's
So
like the biggest the biggest shakeup in sports right now. The NFL.
biggest shakeup.
And they're not addressing the elephant in the room is the biggest thing, right? So it's one thing. It's like, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's water. So we all know Colin Kaepernick is being blackballed.
Yeah.
But people make it seem like, oh, nah, man, his accuracy is off. We just not, like, what? Like, there's 32 teams in the league right now. Colin Kaepernick is at least better than probably about 20 quarterbacks on any given team.
That's like how they did fucking Allen Iverson, but on a bigger scale.
They did do Allen Iverson wrong.
Y'all talking about after Philly.
Practice, yeah.
The practice thing.
We talk about practice,
Not the game. Not the game.
Not a game.
but practice.
But people, if you know AI, you know the real story. So that shit was shady.
It's always a lot of shady stuff going on. It don't stop.
Hey, but the NBA is doing better than the NFL because Adam Silver,
Okay,
he's on
he
top
gets
of
it.
everything.
Nah, he
He
gets
gets it.
He gets it. And that's why. Because I can't say, owners still run the NBA as well, but I don't know, it's different.
it feels different
But
than
it's
the
a
NFL.
players-driven league, though. Like I said, your roster's not that big. You may have a roster of 10, and you have a superstar that warrants and garners a lot of attention.
What goes on the NFL, or I'm sorry, the NBA PA. Is it the PA?
Yeah, NBA
to the
PA.
game.
They're the one that really control what happens too. The CBA, what goes on, how much money is distributed.
Right.
If the media gets money, TNT, all that kind of
Right.
stuff.
I mean,
So,
NFLPA does the same thing as well.
it's just not as. The NBA is doing it different. They moving different. So
They're moving different, huh?
big different.
Enough with the NFL and their the Omarosa. Let's talk about Omarosa.
The low life, right?
Right.
I mean, hold on now. When I say low life, let me put that in quotes for your boy.
Okay, y'all put it in context.
The low life, coming from Big Dog,
Listen,
POTUS,
hey,
Commander in Chief.
Yeah,
It's
listen.
important. So
What the fuck? Hey, they say good thing we got that dog up out of here, bro. What? What are you talking about?
Listen. So, both parties is wrong. You can't bite the hand to feed you though. Like
She don't work there no more.
Don't matter. You was doing some shady stuff.
She was on his reality show too, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
The Apprentice. Yeah.
But my thing is, if you in the house, everything is good.
Is that some light skin shit you talking about?
Nah, I'm saying she was really in the house though.
it sound like it.
She was in the house. She wasn't in the White House.
She was in the house.
Right. So it seems to me like you doing all of this now because you got to axe the grind. Like nobody likes a person who has a vendetta. Like regardless of what, like you should have released this while you were still working there. Of course you wouldn't do that though because you biting the hand to feed you.
Big fact.
So now it's like you were there. Now you mad and now you want to come and I got videotape evidence about you saying this, that, and the third. And it's kind of like I hear you, Omarosa, but yeah, you ain't got no credibility, homie. Like you eating on them sour grapes. Like if you was really woman enough, you just go ahead, take that L and keep it pushing.
I agree.
Because you was doing some sneaky shit. Like why are you videotaping? Now granted, I don't think Trump is the best guy for the job. I got 5 more weeks and I can say what I really want.
Hey, come on now.
But so I don't think he's the best guy for the job, but at the same time, you still have a level of professionalism that you should maintain. And now he's wrong for calling her a dog, but you did bite the hand and feed you. He could have used his words a little better. He could. When
does he ever use his words?
Listen,
like for real.
He could have articulated.
He got the vocabulary of a fucking 4th grader.
He could have articulated his.
He could have got his writer maybe.
He could have articulated his vernaculars a little better. Shout out to T.I. But yeah, so listen, I'm not. She is wrong for what she did though. That is kind of trash.
Man, fuck both of them. How about that?
I like that.
Am I gonna have to cut that out?
No, why?
Okay.
Why? Yeah, why?
Why?
Because we got the thing. I got a little more than 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I can't.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
I'm here for both of y'all. Y'all both go through it.
Hey, Will, I need you to say these shits. Say everything that I can't really.
I'll say it. Just write it down first. And then make sure I get it right. So
shout out to that's Will on the boards.
What board?
What board? I'm drinking water right now.
You got to put it in a Henny. Go ahead and cut it. Is that a thing?
That ain't a thing, man.
You can cut any alcohol with water.
So,
yeah, I could. Yeah, you could.
We stand on this Trump slope. He called out LeBron after the episode we had, the show we talked about giving LeBron high praise. He said Don Lemon made LeBron look intelligent, and that's a hard thing to do. Right. That's what the man said. He said he got the dumbest man on television to make LeBron look smart, and that's a hard thing to do. Give me something, Will. I need something. Don't load it. You got a cannon in there?
It's been loaded already.
Yeah.
It's been loaded, but I'm reloading it.
Like you gonna jam the gun that way. Stop loading up, Will.
Hey, all that click clacking. What you doing?
Ain't nothing gonna come out that bit.
Nothing. Aerosol can. None but air. So how y'all feel about it? He came at Brian a little bit. Came for his jugular a little bit.
He don't want smoke.
I don't think he want that Brian smoke. Man. That's a different type of Brian smoke. It's a lot of people you really don't want to mess with. Brian is one of them.
Drake.
You don't want to mess with Hove.
You don't mess with Hove, Bron.
Drake can be touched, but
you don't mess with Drake unless you push your T.
No, or Common,
or Common. Yeah, I forgot. My bad.
But when your fan base is so broad and so wide, it's like you can't shut me down. Like you can say some things, but people still gonna buy my albums. They still gonna purchase stuff on Spotify. Like they gonna do that. They gonna support the homie. So, I think Trump was feeling a little shady. Threw some shade at Brian.
Of course.
Heavy shade.
Fuck that. Nigga.
Big shade.
Okay. Big, stupid, spontaneous.
Palm tree shade.
Yeah, like awning shade. That ain't nothing like the awning shade. That 5 o'clock, boy, you good. Real good. But, the man opened up the school, and I'm kind of mad that Stephen A. Smith said that Bron isn't the most he didn't say polarizing athlete. He said not the most. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna say polarizing athlete of all time. He said Muhammad Ali is up there. Like the man opened up a school though.
Stephen A. does whatever he can for ratings. Let's just face the fact, and he's good at what he does.
Yeah, because his vocabulary is a dictionary.
It is.
Like
He learned 5 different words a day.
Yeah, I still don't know what tempestuous means. I'm still stuck.
I don't even try. But
Hey, Brother Hall.
Yo,
You got a commercial break for us one time?
you know what? I heard one yesterday. I was gonna kind of ad-lib it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Are you tired of having heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea? Maybe you should stop eating the things you eating. Maybe you want to go ahead and get on a diet, maybe. But if not, you got the Tums. That's T-U-M. Yes, Tums. Chewables. Easy to digest, not too hard on the teeth, and good on the digestive tract. If that don't work for you, get you some prune juice in your life. It ain't that bad. And we back live.
Hey, Will, what's up with your ad-libs, my brother?
And we back live.
What you doing?
Like we
listening
never
to
left.
too much Quavo.
Too much Quavo? Oh, yeah, right.
That's the king of ad-libs. Come on now.
Is it? I thought Jeezy used to ad-lib his ass off back in the day.
Jeezy did.
Jeezy
And I saw a tweet earlier today that someone said they can't believe he got away with saying TRAPSTR.
Oh, yeah. Trapster.
Trapstar. He forgot the A.
He did, but it wouldn't have went. I'm a TRAPSTAR.
Hey, listen. Like when you go to college or whatever,
Trapster.
and you start shorthand and everything, it's okay to drop the vowels.
It makes sense, but we were all in high school and middle school when this came out.
2005.
What is that, Thug Motivation 101 or what?
Yep. 101. We were still trying to get through English. This man messed it up for all of us. We really thought Trapstar didn't have an A at the end.
No, I knew it did.
We knew we did, but we questioned it.
Spelling it just wouldn't sound right with the A.
I didn't.
Just wouldn't sound right with the A.
When someone told you to spell Trapstar, you know what? My email was trapstar375@yahoo.com.
Oh, you was about that life.
I was about that life.
I believe it.
And I spent a good hour wondering if I should put the A at the end. I did.
You pondered it, huh?
I pondered for a minute. Tough times as a 13-year-old.
Hey man, I'm not mad at you. Growing pains. Hey, we here now.
But we back.
Spun, what you got over there? Are you? You don't have to reveal it. It is your birthday and everything. You know.
Birthday.
When I die, bury me inside something.
Is Griffin still work over there, or she fell asleep? Cause I can't see your face, Mari. She done set up and she looked at me.
Okay, Will on the boards.
I'm back. All right. What's the next topic though?
The stand your ground law.
Okay.
Ari tripping. Shout out to Ari.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. Bet. Yeah, the stand your ground law. So the man that killed the dude that we talked about a couple weeks ago
In Florida.
Oh my God. Why you say it like that?
What? He killed him a couple weeks ago.
It's just the way you said it. The man that killed the dude, a couple weeks ago.
But we knew what we was talking
Hey,
about.
low key, cause it's been a lot of shootings in fucking Chicago as usual.
They had 75 shootings in one weekend.
That's wild, brazy.
Like, are those real guns? Like pellet guns had to be involved. BB guns, pellet guns. Not real guns. That's a lot of shooting.
It's a serious issue, man. And
They said shot. They didn't say kill though.
still,
That's still too.
That's still.
No,
That's
you're
too.
right.
That's too many trauma doctors working in these hospitals trying to save these young kids.
That's like 10 people getting shot an hour. Well, not every hour.
I must say I do my math. on that
not
one.
every hour, but that's 75. So
It's still a lot, man.
between-
It's an
so-
alarming
but
rate.
the weekend,
It's too much.
The weekend is only Saturday and Sunday though. It ain't Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
People should be concerned about that, man. Like for me, my brother just moved to Chicago.
For real?
Yeah, he just moved there with his girl. They have a kid on the way this month.
Okay.
And to see that kind of news, it makes me, nervous each
Right.
day because I don't know exactly what part of Chicago he lives in, but it seems like what's going on out there, anybody, it could be anybody. So
ABG.
it just raises concern for me, and people should be more aware of what's going on out there and should kind of speak up on it.
I mean, Vic Mensa was out there. He was rallying. I think I seen him on a motorcycle.
On his bike, yeah.
And I think the cops tried to check him. They tried him.
But they knew better though.
Yeah, I didn't hear the audio. I seen it.
No, he was like, hey man, if you're gonna arrest me. But I'm out here basically.
Okay.
And they ain't arrest his ass.
They ain't gonna touch him.
Hey, but I really want to dive into this stand your ground law. So I'm kind of upset that the man got convicted. I'm gonna tell you why though.
What?
I'm mad because he was only doing what the Constitution gave him the right to do. Well, the right to bear arms, and then the state adopted the stand your ground law. So
wait, hold on. Just for clarity's sake, we talking about the dude who was hounding folks for parking in handicapped parking spots?
The handicapped parking spot. Right. So he was only doing what Florida allowed him to do. Same thing with Mike Zimmer a couple years ago with Trayvon Martin. So he was only doing what the state of Florida allowed him to do. So now all of a sudden that people started protesting and saying, yeah, this, that, and the third. But if people would have never protested, he would have been in the clear. So now people feel bad, like, oh, well, maybe we should rethink this and then convict him. Like, no, because you didn't convict him with your own mind. Like, it took people to protest and raise hell to get him convicted. So he was only doing, he went about it all wrong, of course. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you wrote this for him to be able to do this. So you didn't think anything was wrong with this law before y'all implemented it and let people basically turn into the Wild Wild West? Because that's basically what it is.
I can agree with that.
So that's why I had a problem with it. I'm like, man, that's weak to me.
I hear what you're saying about that.
You can't bring the life back. Now that my man is still gone. And you basically gave him the right to kill that man right there.
That boy. That man, that child.
But he was like 20. He was like 29, 20, 28.
Still innocent life.
With his whole family though, right?
Nah, he's not. Yeah. Well, he was with his whole family. Yeah. Well, maybe not whole family, but I know he had his mom, son's daughter's mom. She was there, and the child, 5-year-old, I think. And yeah, that was about it.
And they wonder why motherfuckers grow up to want to hate what's going on around them.
Uh-oh. Put the cup down. Put the cup down.
Am I not talking real shit though?
I was waiting for you to finish. You still ain't finished.
I'm just saying, like, and then you hate the motherfuckers that's around you, or you can't, like. I was talking to Griff. Shout out to Griff.
Shout out to Griff.
And,
Shout out to Griff.
We was watching. Well, I talked to her. I was like, I asked her if she watched the whole Trayvon Martin documentary. The thing had going on, the whole Jay-Z or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, she can't watch shit like that because then it just make her hate like innocent white people, basically.
I don't feel that way. Like, I don't have any like deep rooted. Because once you watch Roots, you can watch anything.
I never seen Roots.
That's true.
But
that's you. You know,
Yeah,
not everyone thinks like you. Man.
Yeah.
Some people are closed-minded. We talked about this before.
Right.
Some people are very closed-minded. So when they see something very traumatic like that,
it's not just being closed-minded though. Like even when I was watching it, like I was like, I can't watch this shit. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like there's really people out there in the world like this that just don't like you for Franks.
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's the same thing with white people. So you shouldn't just hate a race of white people just because a couple white people tainted the pool. And it's kind of like the same thing with cops. You hate every cops, all the cops, just because you wear the uniform. I see the way y'all acting and moving here in these streets. So
I mean, granted, it's the same thing that's being projected onto us.
Right.
But at the same time, you gotta be able to remove yourself from them situations.
So the question I always had though is, so it seems to me, what I always find weird is this. So, majority of people have television sets, especially if you're a police officer. I would think you have some type of outlet to, see what's going on in other cities, other states and whatnot. And it seems like every time you turn around, it's always a cop getting photographed, doing some craziness. And I'm like, so if I'm a cop and I know what's going on, maybe in Texas or something, I just heard that guy just got suspended for putting his hands on somebody, excessive force, then wouldn't I try to, be more cordial, I would say, about my approach and how I basically take the law in my own hands? And it seems like, for you guys to always get videotaped doing some recklessness, what is that? Is this an act? Is the media painting them against us?
I agree with that. But we also have to remember that let's say a cop goes out there and he notices that, and he goes out there and he just, tries to be better and handle situations better than what other cops would do.
Right.
The media is not gonna try to push positivity like that.
Because negativity gets ratings.
It gets ratings, right?
Right.
There are cops out there that are trying to be positive, but that's not getting positivity. That's not getting media ratings or anything. It's not being pushed out there.
Right.
And so we're not going to see that, especially on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, or even Facebook. Yeah. And, Facebook's one of the biggest media platforms in the world today. You really think that Mark Zuckerberg or whatever, what's going on with Facebook, do you really think that they're going to push that kind of stuff when they can get any other kind of feedback from something negative, such as a cop killing a black kid in the street?
Right.
So that plays a part. Also, well, not also, but that really does play a part. Just, positivity is not going to get media reaction.
And that's all
especially
it's about.
Compared to negative.
It's about ratings, and that's all it is. So when you understand your place in the world, then it kind of helps you really cope with a lot of the things around you. That's why, being woke, it's also about knowing some things that you just got to live with and just kind of stay away from a little bit, because I can't change it maybe right now. But when I do have the opportunity to change it, I will throw it in my back pocket and say, you know what, once I have the ability and the platform to make some changes, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But divide and conquer, man. You divide us and you conquer us. And it holds true, though.
I mean, that's not everybody's mentality, though.
It's not everyone's mentality.
Divide and conquer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they are kind of dividing us, and they kind of are conquering us.
I'm just saying that, like, even us here, sitting over here, we're here to inspire and motivate and to bring everyone together, give out free knowledge so you can take with it and do what you will, things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, yeah, you got the select few and shit, even they may be louder than, let's say, us. But that doesn't mean that it's the majority. It's like the loud fucking person in the argument doesn't win the argument.
Right.
That's true. Very true. Big facts.
I mean, what changes would you guys like to see?
I don't know, man. I'm all about unity. For real.
I agree. More unity. Being more open-minded. Because you got to remember, we do go through a lot of stuff that happens in our country. But you got to also be aware about what happens in other people's country. Because,
I mean, yeah, to
San
a certain
Diego,
degree,
for
though. I mean, yeah,
for a certain degree.
Because I'm like, forget what's going over there. That's why I don't understand how, how you had the world's quote unquote strongest military force, right? But your people is lacking in the streets, though. I mean, you got the strongest military force, but United States really don't really have a leg to stand on for real. Yeah, so
big stupid fact.
It's kind of like, where your priorities at? You spend $1 billion to go and get opioids. But what are you really doing for your country?
Gonna flood that shit right in the street, fuck everybody up.
There you go.
But like, even further, I'm sorry.
That's cool, you go.
But even further back than that, like, children don't know color. They don't know prejudices. They don't know they don't know stereotypes. They don't know any of those things. Yeah. It comes from people who's raising them and the environment that they're placed in. And then they grow up with these stereotypical views, I guess. And ultimately, some, I'm not saying all, I'm not even saying majority, but then you got those who won't like you just because of your skin, or because where you were raised, or because of what they were taught about you, those stereotypes, those prejudices.
Man, yeah.
So, and that's true. A lot of people are raised to hate, to show prejudice.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
I mean, but at some point, you got to stop blaming your parents for everything.
Yeah, cause
you do.
Yeah, because you wake up and say, okay, well, right is right and wrong is wrong.
But you got to remember, not everyone's like that.
Yeah, and not everybody has the mental capacity to really think like that, which is a problem.
It
but
is.
Hey, they don't. There's a lot of things that they just don't tell you growing up, though, and that's the biggest thing. Because like I said, give me an opportunity to form my own opinion. Don't sit up here and force my hand for me.
Mm-hmm.
If I had the opportunity to read the books back in the day and know where I came from, know my heritage and my ancestry, then let me formulate my opinion on how I feel about the people that basically did this to us. If I don't get that opportunity, then I learned about it late and seems like you had something to hide, and I'm really pissed. You motherfuckers.
How dare you?
You sons of bitches. Like, yeah. So that's what it's about, man, because like when you older, you just wake up and like, damn, was I sleeping when they was talking about this in school?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I must have been like in a coma for a while, because they never talked about this. They don't, man. They don't. But hey, moving forward, you know, I don't want to get all, you know, all depressed and stuff, and you know, tears start.
Sure, because you kept us here for a good minute. You kept us here.
I mean, I just feel like people need to hear where we stand. You know, how we feel about certain things. Because, like you said, inspire, motivate. There's some people out here that listen to this podcast and looking at us to say the things that they don't think they can say. There it is, you know. You have a voice, and if you can't project it, then damn it, we're going to project it for you. You know, Bernie Mac said what? I say the things that motherfuckers are scared to say. That's who Bernie Mac is. I kind of feel like that's how I am. That's why I got hit in the eye. Shout out to Mandy, by the way.
We'll save that for another podcast.
Damn.
But
I didn't even catch that for a quick second, man.
I was hoping you didn't. I tried to rumble right through that joint.
Pop the shit out that ass.
Hey. You didn't even know why I got hit.
I don't know. I just know I
You
looked
just
over.
saw
It was
go.
over her. It's like, this is what we walked into?
Yeah, I blame the brown.
It was the brown,
What was
mixture
it?
of a brown and the clear.
What was she drinking?
Well, so I had a Bombay and cranberry, of course. Will had a Jack and Coke. Mandy had a Jack and Coke.
She
Maybe.
had a Jack and Coke.
Then we had the complimentary shot of Herradura tequila.
Complimentary?
Yeah, they brought it to us.
What type? Where was I when y'all was getting free drinks?
You was lacking.
I was on my way?
Yeah, you was
You
lacking.
probably weren't even on your way yet.
I couldn't even tell you. You was lacking though. You was lacking. Brought that. Then they asked me how smooth was it. I was like, it's cool. Brought the 1942 through. Had shots of those.
You had the 1940.
The 1942.
Y'all so trash. I
That-
swear y'all so fucking
the
trash.
1942 changed the game.
This is all before I got there.
This was
Right.
all before you got. As soon as we
Big
took the
trash.
1942, it got dark outside.
Then when you pulled up on the scene, shout out to
Man.
you and Ty. What up, Ty?
What up? What up?
So
Big hefty trash.
pulled up on not
Glad
hefty,
bag trash.
not hefty, not glad.
Not glad.
Scented?
Great
Scented-
value.
scented
Great value
unscented.
trash.
Scented
Great.
unscented. Febreze scented.
Unscented.
Hey, he said great value.
How many bags in that box? 50?
Just 6.
Not 6.
Fucking dumpster juice.
Not 6. Yeah, so then y'all pulled up on the scene. Y'all had some Henny. Not some Henny, I'm tripping. Some tequila. I forgot what it was though. We was like, that was the house tequila. That's what it was. Whatever the house tequila is, we drank it. Oh. Gotta talk about the bait car. The bait truck in Chicago. Gotta talk about it.
The bait truck with all the Jordans and Nikes and shit like that.
like
They wilding out in Chicago.
But you know what's so messed up about it? So I got this truck full of merchandise. I'm gonna go to a poverty-stricken.
Wait. Can I get a commercial break for you? My bad, brother.
Oh, commercial break. You tired of throwing up when you go out a nice time on the town with your peoples? You tired of feeling like, man, you just can't hang with the people that be really drinking. Maybe drinking ain't for you. Maybe you should stay in your lane.
I can't handle my alcohol.
Maybe you should drink more water. Maybe you should do things that other people do. Maybe work out a little bit. Maybe drink less. Maybe read a book or something. You know? Get off that brown. Brown ain't never been good for nobody. But the clear is good. And we back.
The bait truck.
The bait truck. So they just gonna pull up in a suburban neighborhood and just park the truck?
Absolutely not. They would have to fill that shit up with cocaine.
Speak on it.
Go ahead and talk.
Oh, my bad. We need another battery back there or we good? What you think, Will? Thank you.
We gonna play it out. Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. You're gonna have to, cause
We gonna ride out?
we're gonna have to.
All right.
FX at the end.
It just
You got the video. I'll give you the memory card.
Shit.
So let me go ahead and read the paragraph, the little excerpt. So, you know, there are a lot of folks in Chicago who aren't too happy with the cops right now. The Chicago Police Department is under fire for allegedly helping the Norfolk Southern Police plant bait trucks filled with Nike and Christian Louboutin shoes in an operation to attract potential thieves. The police parked the truck with boxes of Nike shoes in front of kids, and when people hop in the truck, the police hop out on them. Pause. If it's too good to be true, then it is.
You shouldn't be stolen anyway, for real.
Facts. That's number one. Let's go ahead and put that disclaimer out there. And if it's too good
What
to
are you
be true,
doing?
like, come on, like, so there's a truck full of expensive sneakers and shoes, and ain't nothing wrong with this, like.
That don't look a little
Like,
strange to
at
you?
all?
It don't
Like,
look a little weird?
if
No,
it's-
nothing?
But who was raising these kids though? That's rule number one.
The
of
streets.
somewhat adulthood. If it's too easy Something wrong with it.
Say it's too easy. I don't want it.
Man, listen. She should at least let you wait for the weekend to end before
All
you
right,
get up in that. You know.
Why we personify?
But continuing, we're not gonna get into that. Continuing. All right, and when people hop in the truck, like I said, the police hopping out on them. Community activist Charles McKenzie wrote on Facebook, "I heard it was Nikes and red bottoms." Who? Charles McKenzie, community activist. Or where was you at, Charles?
They came here for the rappers for real.
Yeah,
For real. Like
CNN.
all the rap fans. Fucking Louis what'd you say was in there?
Nikes and Christian Lou.
Nikes and
Louboutin.
red bottoms?
Yep.
That's that's straight out of a fucking song. For real, for real.
So reports
It's a
that
T-Pain song.
So it says CNN reports that the trucks, which were parked in the mostly black neighborhood of Inglewood, were a part of a surveillance operation, but some residents are arguing that the tactic created an unfair situation of entrapment.
Yep.
The police have since apologized. We sincerely regret that our actions caused further unease.
Bullshit.
Sounds
we
like
don't
EA
play.
Sports.
But you know what is crazy though?
Bullshit.
It just goes right back to the Florida stand your ground law. You know it was a shitty law when you put it in effect, and you knew a lot of people will probably die because of this. Same thing with this fucking truck. Like, you park a truck in the black community. Like, you just couldn't park it in suburbia? Because then if they start doing it, then what you going to say? Then you're not going to call them thieves, and you're probably not going to arrest them. Or you probably going to sit over here and say, it was a free giveaway, and they cool. Yeah, I mean, that's really fucked up. Like, you're really trying to trap people. You know, people down on their luck, poverty stricken, maybe not to the depths of flies on face, anything like that, no. But to the point whereas, hey, I don't know when my next meal gonna come. Mom working her ass off. I see an opportunity to get some Nikes and maybe flip them. Damn it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. That's shitty though.
It's shady, and the intentions are very clear at that point.
Yeah, because you just trying to hop out and arrest people. If we already know what color they are. So there you go. Like, you don't want to talk about it, but everywhere you turn around, it's there, clear as day. So I thought that was a crazy
When
story.
did this story happen?
Over the past week.
That's crazy.
So let me see. Yeah, so I want to say around the 11th. I want to say
That's crazy.
around the 10th, 11th, maybe a little bit. Yeah, man, it's cold game out here, man. Cold game.
It's a cold world.
Hey, on a brighter note though, new political party wants LL Cool J and Busta Rhymes to run for governor of New York. Now, listen, the governor's seat is a little hot.
Bruh, what the fuck?
Right? The governor's
What
seat,
is happening?
The governor's seat is a little hot. Listen, they didn't say city councilman. They didn't say activists. You're going to go straight from
straight to this
lip sync to governor's seat.
They said we're not going from this. We're not even starting with the city. We're going straight to the state out here.
What the fuck?
So it says,
I haven't heard about that though.
I haven't heard.
They trying to go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, so it says if you're not feeling the Democratic, Republican, or Independent parties, you may have a new option to pick from, which may be led by a few familiar rap faces.
Fuck it, why not? Like, I mean, if Trump could be president of the whole
Free world.
okay,
That's what
I
they
guess.
say.
I guess
they
that's
say-
what we're gonna call
They
it.
say the free world.
I wouldn't really call it the free world, but all right. I guess if we're gonna go with that one.
We'll wait till 5 weeks later to speak on that.
Hold on now. I got a little more than 5 weeks. So
Yeah, that's cool. We ain't got
No
we ain't
more
got
than
your
5
kind of
weeks.
time to wait. all
Hey,
right?
we gonna need a new venue then.
You got
What's up?
time.
We gonna need a new venue.
We already know we need a new.
We gonna
venue.
need two of them.
We
Nah,
knew
what?
that.
You tripping? One.
We gonna need two.
One in
I
Barrio.
still got rent to pay, girl. You, you tripping? So it said
Big tripping.
LL Cool J and Busta Rhymes are not only leaders in the hip hop community, they could also be leaders in the political area by spearheading their own party line for the upcoming New York elections. After expressing frustration that urban issues are often pushed to the side, members of the hip hop community began building their own party, which is called New American Party.
Damn, they not even trying to be independent, huh?
Nah, they letting you know what type of time they on.
What they call it?
New American Party.
Shout out to New America.
NAP.
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 I can't wait till that movie
We're
comes
never
out.
gonna make this shit great.
Nap.
What's up? Oh, that's crazy. Nap.
Nap.
Hey, shout out to Busta and LL. What's up?
Is it nappy or is it nap?
All right.
It's nap.
Hey, high key though, I'm still registered up in New York, so I might have to bust a move or something like that before I
Yeah.
switch over my shit to Cali.
Make that change.
So, It says, is the founder of the Hip Hop Union also a Republican congressional candidate against Representative Adriano, last name, Especial. Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris.
D Manhattan. According to New York Daily News, right now, Butler is looking at LL and Busta as potential running candidates for the governor. We're looking for somebody that can energize the vote so we can clear the 50,000 votes needed to secure a guaranteed ballot line the next 4 years, and someone who resonates with millennials and young folks, Butler said. But I mean, I don't know, because if LL and Busta ain't really got nothing to bring to the table, I don't want them to just be a name. Like, give me the best person for the job. You know what I mean?
I hear you, my brother, but check this out.
I'm checking, but if you ain't really got nothing to say, like I said, man, we should start.
I hear you.
What did Dr. Martin Luther King say? Judge a person on the content and the character, not the color of their skin.
Big facts. But check this out, though. So I'm like, this is my first time hearing about it, and I'm all for it, like for real, because you got this dude, you got the clown up in the office right now, right, running everything,
bang bang,
and then you got these guys who actually fucking LL's from Queens.
He is
born and raised in Queens.
Shout out to Queens. Queens ain't in the building tonight, but shout out to Queens.
You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like you know,
right?
Whereas you're not gonna fucking this motherfucker he dodged the draft 5 times.
Let me interject though. Governor is the whole state.
It's the whole state. I've mentioned it.
Rochester, Albany, Buffalo, like the whole state of New York, not the boroughs.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, he represent Queens, but what can LL really do for you? Not saying that I don't think he'd be a good candidate, but don't put him up there because
I hear you. He don't have the political experience.
Nah, because then you said what the dude said. Millennials. I want him to be able to talk to millennials. Kind of connect with the people. Yeah, that's all cool and getting people riled up and excited and everything, but don't just put LL up there to just take a beating. Yeah, look at LL. He don't know what he's doing. Like, nah,
hey,
man.
what they say?
Look at LL. Yeah, represent Queens. You ain't representing shit.
Just look at him.
Yeah. I was raised out in Brooklyn.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, man. We got to do better. Like, listen, I like to see, people of color up there doing their thing. But you gotta have more than just your skin color, man, and your rapping background.
That's great. Like did y'all see that video I sent to y'all from Angela Rye?
I did see that.
Did y'all watch it?
Hey, Angela Rye is the homie.
That big stupid facts. Shouts to her.
And I feel like every time I see her, it's her in a panel of suits. Just her holding her own.
She be tearing them up, and they can't say nothing to her because she's spitting straight facts.
Straight from the hip.
What can you say if I'm telling the truth?
And that's CNN, right? That's not Fox.
Yeah, that was CNN.
That's CNN.
Big facts.
I need to start following her.
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram. She be having up the little videos that throw in other stuff inside of it, to make it more humorous, but it's still relatable. Like you still understand what she's saying, where she's going with all that stuff. Shouts to her for real.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of her work and the way she be speaking and everything like that.
Straight facts.
So like I said, man, I think LL could do whatever he want and Busta, but it's just the situation got to be right, man. Let's not set these people up to fail. I don't think they will, but still,
I agree.
You got to do your homework. Do your homework.
Shouts to Sharice.
You got to do your homework.
Shouts to Sharice. Sir.
Got to do your homework. Got to. So yeah, shout out to my wife, by the way. She wanted to be here, but she's not. So.
Did she really want to be here?
I don't know now.
She been thinking about us?
Well, I don't know.
Tell her we miss over here.
Now she got it. She got her own spot in Brooklyn now.
Oh.
Brooklyn.
Yeah. She out there doing big things.
Shouts to Brooklyn. Where she at in Brooklyn? Never mind. Don't even tell us.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us offline.
Got you. But yeah, man, that's about it. Just trying to make this thing work. Man. Transition time, 5 weeks.
Oh man,
I'm excited.
You must be. Yeah, I was going to say that. You must be super excited.
So you know what the biggest thing is? Self-doubt was a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Because it creeps in at the most inopportune times, and it's like, damn, I got to pay attention to it because you might be saying something that I maybe need to adhere to. So I'm like, all right, well, I hear you, but I don't hear you. Yeah. We got a team. We doing great things. Fuck out of here.
Hey, you know what you saying that reminded me of?
What?
Remember that time you was on watch and I was out there with you for hours? It's like a late watch or something like that. And one of the Chiefs came out there.
I don't remember that.
I don't want to say what Chiefs came out there, but it was the Chief out there for a little minute. You and Coleman was out there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to talk about that.
I
But
got you.
the whole time, son was talking.
Right.
And I don't know about you, but personally, I don't really fuck with dude like that.
Yeah, I know.
So it was like the whole time he was talking to some stuff he was saying was real clownish. But other times I was sitting there reminding myself like, hey, you can't be mad at the messenger for delivering this message because he was still saying some real stuff at the time.
Yeah.
Like, so if the message is valid, you can't be mad at the messenger. Like, even a broken clock is right 2 times a day.
That's what they say.
You feel me?
Or even the sun shines on the dog's ass.
What?
That's the thing.
I've never heard that.
What? Oh, man.
What are you talking about, brother?
Do your homework. Do your homework.
Shout out to Sharice. Man, do your
But
homework.
you're right, though. I mean, you absolutely right. You can't get mad at the messenger, even though sometimes the message is very, very, very misconstrued and cloudy as shit. But you got to take the good from it because it's good conversation and anybody talking. You know, you just, what they say, listen twice, speak once. Oh, so but before I go on, not the soapbox, once again, why does it seem like the only people that really make it, the downtrodden, the broken? So y'all got what I sent y'all on IG.
What?
Yeah, going from ashy.
Meet celebrity PR agent and mamapreneur to be who went from being homeless to projected millionaire by 2019.
It's a good story.
But why is that always the same song and dance though?
I don't think it is, brother.
It's not?
I think that's what's sensationalized, and that's what get promoted.
Because it seems to me like the only way you could really make it is unless you had a hole in your shirt, you fighting possums and rats in the alley.
Pretty much Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
That's what I'm like looking at like, man, listen, I'm not trying to fall off the boat to have a hell of a come like that. Like, let this be my falling off the boat right now. Anything from here on out, man, is.
But that's how they pushing it.
It's mountain moving.
That's how they pushing it.
But you know what?
It's always been that.
You know why I'm so excited though? So we can actually tell our story. Now, like I said, like we talked about, multiple times, our story. I ain't come from no broken home. I ain't come from my mom was doing cocaine and my dad was the drug dealer. Like, nah, that's not my story. But to be able to tell our story the way we did it, how we did it, how we came together, that's the story that people need to hear. And I was thinking about what I would tell somebody today. Hey, mister. Hey, what's going on, sir? What's going on, son? How you doing? I just want to know, man, how'd you guys do it? Listen, man, get you a team. No more than 2, though. 3 altogether, including yourself. No more than 2. Don't do it.
Shouts to Willie Hall.
Yo. And I would tell somebody that. Because when you start getting 4, 5 people, okay. Nah. You want to start off small, then build big. Where you got your 3 COs right next to you. So.
2?
3. 1, 2, 3.
2 right next to you.
3 altogether. 2 right next to you.
Math was off.
Well, I was counting
Who been drinking in the dark?
I was counting myself as an individual, just third person.
Like third person Will?
Oh, he always do that. So, Will James get the bitches. Okay.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
You got that shit loud as hell.
You can have that.
Will's not on the boards anymore.
I'm sorry, yo.
Y'all ain't taking me off the boards.
Okay.
Y'all ain't gonna speak third person for me. Only Will does that for Will.
There you go. That bullshit.
Miss
WB.
Miss me with that bullshit.
Warner Brother Will. But that's what I would tell somebody, man. Stay true to yourself. Do what it is you love to do. And just keep grinding, man. That Denzel Washington speech.
Which one?
There's a lot of them.
Boy.
You can talk about anything right now.
The one where he was at Pennsylvania University of Pennsylvania.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on, let me get there though. Let me get there. Well, y'all ain't gonna know what the hell he said.
All right, I mean paraphrase. Like what are you alluding to right now?
So basically, when he tells you to fall down 8 times, get up 10.
Okay.
It's gonna be failure.
Big facts.
It's gonna be hard circumstances, but you gotta get it done. Because life waits for nobody, and don't nobody want to hear that you ain't got that rent. You either got it or you gotta go.
That's fact.
That is, man. Ain't
Big spontaneous. Spontaneous facts.
Ain't nobody gonna care about you more than you care about yourself.
So ain't nobody gonna treat you better than you treat yourself.
Facts. Oh, and before we get out of here, seem like you get money to get more time. The more money you got, the more time you got. Is that a thing?
Time, money.
Time and money are in sync with one another.
Equate with one another.
It's a correlation between the two. Just think about it. When you got money, you got all the time in the world to do what you want to do. When you broke, you got to get the money. You ain't got time to do nothing. You ain't got time to work out. You ain't got time for nothing at all. Nothing. So the broker you are, the less time you got. The more money you got, the more time you got. You get money to buy time.
Glad you broke it down for me.
Appreciate that, brother.
Was I tripping on that one though?
No, you wasn't tripping.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know the Henny is starting to take effect because I can see it.
Whew.
Will's starting to sweat.
Will is not sweating.
Will
all
been sweating.
The camera is in HD. You can tell that I'm not sweating. All right.
I'm looking at you right now. In
you
3D.
can look at me, but your contacts probably aren't in right now.
Hey,
you say you're looking at me in 3D.
In 3D.
Yeah, Will fucked up. It's over.
Got the grease line around the hat.
Man, it's the lights probably.
Hey,
Y'all
lights
tripping.
It ain't that. It ain't that hot,
It ain't
brother.
that damn hot.
I'm off the boards. I'm off the boards because I'm not gonna let them attack me right now. All right.
Will, do your homework. Will, do your homework.
Do your homework.
Hey, so for future references, Dyme's birthday is August 14th.
Oh,
so
yeah?
This is monumental time.
Did I just fucking say that?
Yeah, you did say it.
What is going on?
Big facts. Well, I will hope so. Hope you ain't lying. But it's a pleasure to really share this platform with you. As small as it is right now, it's going to grow. It's going to get bigger. Appreciate everything you do. Happy birthday once again.
I appreciate that, brother.
To many more. To many more.
Everybody say happy birthday to Spoon.
I want to hear that one, Will. What you got? What's that? I want to hear that one.
That's not you.
Wait, let me hear it one more time. Can I hear it one more time?
We got it one more time. I'm gonna turn it up for y'all.
Hold on. One time for the folks in the back.
Already seen it.
Bro, why you throw your elbows up like that?
Yeah,
Got to.
You just trash, Will.
Big hefty trash.
Glad back.
But yeah, so the first birthday of many, spending together. Maybe
I'm not one today. Look, what you talking about?
of many more. Hey, well, I didn't spend last year with you.
Okay, all right. I need you to specify,
big
brother.
fact, motherfucker.
You can't just say the first birthday. The first birthday, like I'm one out this bit.
Hey, you only as old as you feel, all right? If you feel one, motherfucker, you won.
About 12 out here.
If you feel 89, then I'm sorry you feel 12.
21.
I don't even know what 12 felt like.
Nah. Still listening.
It's when you coming into your own. You start to learn things. You start to get your own opinion. Start to know things for yourself.
Start trying to learn if Trap Star is spelled TRAPSTR. That's it.
That was a good song, though. That was a good song.
Wasn't the hardest song on the album, though. Nah. Trap or Die. Hands
True Night
down.
Talks.
We
TNT.
always here.
The noble thinkers, the noble teachers.
What you got? What you got, Will, for the tea?
Y'all mind if I praise God real quick?
What?
I found the video.
Hey, tissue and toilet paper, right? TNT. Tissue
Nah,
and
bro,
toilet-
don't you
go ahead.
ever say that
Go
again in your life.
ahead.
It don't
What
stop.
is you talking about?
It don't stop.
What is you
TNT.
doing?
I'm just trying to get everything with TNT.
Hold on now. Let me get this.
found the
Let me
video.
get to see. All right, can you give us a refresher on those videos that you're talking about?
Of course.
No, like you gotta explain about the.
He said, of course, and said nothing.
You
I
gotta
don't need to
explain.
say anything. Y'all know the
You
video.
don't even have a dongle, brother.
You need an iPhone, sister. Y'all don't remember this video.
I never seen it.
Y'all mind if I praise God real quick?
You heard that new Kurt Franklin? You heard that new Kurt Franklin? I got you. Nah, go ahead. Do your thing.
Oh, he breaking it down.
He breaking it
They
down.
got a
You-
revolution.
You never seen that video.
No, I never seen it.
I wish I would have saw it.
About to tear
Myself.
ACL.
I'm Dyme Witherspoon. Y'all follow me at Dyme Digital.
This your boy Will James at WBJ.901.
Hey, this is Darren.
Man, why you always sound so dry when
hate
you
when
say
he do
it?
D Hall. They took my thunder, so I'm gonna just go ahead. Follow TNT on Apple Podcasts.
You right.
Follow Microwave with Culture. We still in we post production, pre-production, everything under construction right now for Microwave.
Basically,
with
follow True Night
Culture.
Talk also on Instagram.
Got to. We got what you need. We got what you want. We got what you like. It's been fun. It's always. What episode is this? I'm gonna start being like
Episode
Joe.
6.
Like what episode we on? We ain't out the teens yet. I
We
swear
made
this
it out.
episode-
We made it through the hump,
Episode-
brother. People don't make it past 2.
Yeah, we
Remember that.
exceed expectation and silence the naysayers. And we out.